4 steps to stop your divorce and save your marriage. This is Jay with RelationshipLoveAdvice.com. The thing you need to know is that it's not too late to stop your divorce. The breakup of a marriage is one of the worst things that can happen to a person, and it's all too common. More than half of all marriages today end in divorce. And when you consider that divorce is commonly regarded as one of the most stressful events that can happen in a person's life, even beyond the death of a loved one, this is a lot of heartache going on in the world. The tragedy is that most of these breakups could have been prevented. You don't have to be a statistic. You can do something about it. You can stop your divorce. I won't say that this is going to be easy, but it is possible. You just have to follow the steps to rebuild what's been broken. You can't expect to stop your divorce without a plan any more than you can expect to build a house without blueprints. Fortunately, the help is available, and it behooves you to take advantage of it. Your marriage doesn't have to fail. You can do something. And step 1, find the problem. You can't stop your divorce if you don't know why your marriage is falling apart. Put your ego to the side a little bit. Go in and discover what it was that caused your marriage to fall apart. You need to work with your spouse to diagnose what went wrong. This is a little harder than it sounds because what you think might be the reason for your divorce is just a symptom. The next thing you need to do, step 2, is to fix the problem. In many ways, this is the most important step. If you can't fix the problem, then you can't stop your divorce. It's pretty obvious. It's common sense. But some problems can't be fixed, but most can't. The reason most marriages end up with so many problems that don't get resolved is that they're never identified. But you've already done that step. Once you identify those problems, you need to break them down one by one and see if you can fix them. What you need to do is work with your spouse to make the compromises between the two of you on all those areas that need to be fixed to help save your marriage. Number 3, remember the good times. You're going to need to remind both yourself and your spouse why you were together to begin with. No matter how bad your marriage has gotten, there's been a point in life and during this whole time that things were really good. And you should try to get back to that place. You should keep in mind that it existed and try to identify those areas that worked for both of you, and if you could reignite that spark that might still be there. The next step is to start over. The last step in your quest to stop your divorce is really just to begin again. You need to look at your marriage as if it's brand new, because it is. You're starting over. While you should keep in mind the good times, you don't necessarily need to forget the bad times. You need to be aware of them. You need to learn more about your spouse and really start over as if you're dating again. Relive what your spouse is all about. Things have changed. There are probably things that you don't know about. Relearn about the person who you're married to, not the person who you used to be married to or the person you wish they were. Accept them as they are and work together to build a better, stronger marriage. If you follow these 4 steps, your chances of stopping your divorce become a little better. It may or may not help, but either way, if you need more help, don't be afraid to look for it or ask for it. There are systems and people out there to help you fix what's broken in your relationship, and you need to be willing to use them. This is Jay for RelationshipLoveAdvice.com. If you haven't already, I invite you to visit www.RelationshipLoveAdvice.com and find out the 7 truths of love very few people are aware of. I'll see you there.